The Minnesota Vikings have signed interior disruptor and mauler Michael Pierce of the Baltimore Ravens. Michael Pierce, coming into free agency, was, in my opinion, one of the best run stuffers out there on the market. Basically, what you're getting, Vikings fans, is a younger Linval Joseph. I'm going to be honest, a younger Linval Joseph. Now, a different type of body type. Michael Pierce, you'd be surprised. Stocky dude. Like, he's a stocky guy. He's like 6 feet, but he's 340 pounds. He is all butt, legs, and just lower body. Like, when you look at this guy, like, look at pictures at him. He's just going to hold up versus the run like nobody's business. And that's what the Ravens defensive linemen are known for. They're known for stuff in the run, especially guys in the interior. And I think Pierce is going to fit this defense well, being that it's more of a 4-man front as opposed to a 3-man front that he would play in Baltimore. And in 14 games last year, he had a half a sack. He's not a pass rusher. The most he's ever had in his career is 2 sacks. He had 3 quarterback hits. He's not going to get a lot of pressure. He's basically a really, really good run stuffer, like one of the best in the league. And he's decently young. I mean, he's 27. So you're going to have some seasons with him. Now, when I look at the contract, I don't love it. I don't love the contract because basically you're paying a really good one-dimensional player. And I don't know if I ever like doing that, like paying a really good run stuffer, a guy that impacts the run game more so than the pass game. When I want to pay someone a lot of money, he's got to do both well, or he's got to be really good as a pass rusher. Like, that's what I want. That's me personally. But in terms of the Vikings, I mean, they don't really need a pass rusher. As long as they bring back Everson Griffin, which is still the plan, and as long as they have Danielle Hunter, I mean, those 2 guys are going to be pass rushers. The defensive tackles in the Vikings scheme have never really been pass rushers. They've been mostly run stuffers. So I understand the scheme fit, but I just think the overpay is slightly there for Michael Pierce. Now, taking a look at some of his advanced statistics, again, not super impressive from a pressure perspective. He, according to Pro Football Reference, has had 8 pressures in 2 seasons. That's nothing. Okay? The guy rarely plays in pass situations, but you're getting a really, really good run stuffer. I can't put it any more plain than that. Last year, he played 49% of the snaps, 483. The season before, he played 38%. And the season before that, he played 54. So the most he's ever played was in 2017, 54% of the snaps. He doesn't play over 55% of snaps for a team because he is that rundown specialist. I would expect him to play more snaps in Minnesota because Minnesota doesn't rotate their line quite the way other teams do. They like to play their starters a little bit more. So I would expect them to do that with Pierce, make him a little bit more of a maybe near like 60% snap on a regular basis type of guy. But in Michael Pierce, the Vikings replace and get younger at the defensive tackle position, getting rid of Linval Joseph, bringing in Pierce for close to the same amount of money. But I do feel like for a player that's this one-dimensional, it is a little bit pricey. Those are my thoughts on Michael Pierce going to the Vikings.